Hey there, my name is Neil Beck, and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So, as I do say quite often, I'm a rabbi, I'm a man of the cloth. So maybe, possibly, the good Lord has smiled down his countenance upon me and blessed me with prophecy, because I think I predicted something. And it came out, and it looks like it's coming out correct. But more specifically, the story of Doctor Who Season 13 will be animated. And we're going to go into that in quite some detail. But before we get there, can I ask you guys, can you hit that subscribe button? Can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? All these things are fan-dabby, freaking dozy. Thank you very much. I am very, very grateful. I do weekly, I'm going to say weekly because the last one went on for about 3 weeks. But the next one's going to be weekly competitions on the channel. But this week's prize gets given away tonight on the TARDIS Zone while we're doing a watch along of the Idiot's Lantern. The prize is the Indiana Jones box set. This is DVD Adventures. It came out before Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, so it's got Indiana Jones, obviously Raiders. You know when you got a title in your head, Raiders Lost Ark. I know it's Raiders Lost Ark. I just always called it Indiana Jones. Okay, you got Raiders Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, which we did a video vault on Friday. Freaking awesome movie, so much better than I remember it. And here, I'm going to just take it aside to say, you can tell it's made on a much lower budget than movies are made today. Things were shot, inside. And it was so much better for it. So much more inventive. And this was like a massive movie. And when was it? 84? Whenever it came out. Anyway, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade. Fantastic documentary disc. You can win this. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel. And the prize is given away tonight on the TARDIS Zone. The YouTube channel TARDIS Zone. We're doing a watch along of the Idiot's Lantern. And that's when we're giving away. And I will be announcing next week's prize tonight. So tune in and roll up. Fine. So that's also go check the video notes. There is a download link for I think Sapphire and Steel audio story. It was made by Big Finish, out of license, out of print, can't buy it anymore. If they ever get the license back, go buy yourself a digital copy, assuming you download it and enjoy it. And you should download and enjoy it because it's a pretty darn good story. So it's Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Am I also a Nostradamus? Well, it would appear to be so. I did a live stream on July 10th. That's over 3 weeks ago, July 10th, when I speculated that they need to make another season of Doctor Who. They've already been paid for it. When I say the BBC, they need to make another this season of Doctor Who. They've already been paid for it. They paid by HBO. I think they've been paid by that Chinese media company. Somebody was saying on another video that I think I was in, that China is the major market for Doctor Who. Really, that would be fascinating. If anybody can give me any metrics on that would, because I have no idea where to look. I tend to think not. I still think England probably has the biggest audience for Doctor Who. I mean, it certainly had about 10 times the audience. Yeah, about approximately 10 times the audience that it did in the States for season 12. But then again, it wasn't that popular then. So anyway, they pre-sold it, so they need to make it. But how can you make it in this era of social distancing? We had the head of Cardiff come out there, about a month or two ago, said, I don't know, you can do this, bloody I can't work this out. So I speculated with quite successful Doctor Who animation going on right now in the form of Power of the Daleks. They just re-released that. By the way, I got to get my copy. They wouldn't send it to me in Israel because we haven't re-established lines of communication. Post-pandemic. If we are post-pandemic, who knows? So I had it sent to my good friend Dan Hadley from the Type 40 podcast. Go subscribe to him. Also the Spacebook. Go subscribe to him. But I didn't realize it's a completely new animation. Somebody did a side-by-side comparison. I'm like, really? That seems like a lot of work to go to. A bit strange. I don't know why they would do that because the original one seemed fine to me. But yeah, I can't wait to get that now. Watch it. See what I think. But animation seems to be the only way they can really go. We have Big Finish, past masters at recording, being able to record at home. They taught people how to set up their own recording studios. And animators work at home. It seems to be the only way they could really produce this thing that they've already been paid for to do it. Animators. So I would be, I wouldn't be ecstatic. To be ecstatic, there is, the Piers Wenger is fired in a cloud of recriminations for his terrible management, and also goes with him Chris Chibnall, who, I just want to be clear, if you like this era of Doctor Who, I don't mind you like it. I'm actually happy that you like it. And yeah, this is a weird thing. I was on Twitter for one day. Oh my God, what a mistake. What a freaking mistake. Don't go on Twitter. And I just met crazy people after crazy people after and they all were convinced, yeah, you hate us because we like that. No, well, I'm actually genuinely happy for anybody feeling real pleasure. Listen, if you get 5% of the pleasure that I've got from Doctor Who in my life, from watching season 11, so I don't understand. I don't know what people are different. Listen, I don't understand people being into like a foot fetish either. But not for me to judge. And I'm not comparing the two. Even though is there anything that's like negative about it? I don't know. But whatever. Like I don't dislike you because you like it. I don't hate you because you dislike it, and I'm really glad. I'm genuinely happy that anybody is watching and enjoying. Really weird place to it. Don't go there. Bad place. Actually, one of the people who were upset with me, who were so scared of me, by the way. So this is an aside because it's insane. They were so scared of me. They wouldn't talk to me. I mean, there's not enough. They hid behind an avatar and a keyboard, and you can say anything you want to me. I mean, like you perfectly said, that wasn't safe enough. They had to also block me and then talk about me. Now really? I don't think I'm that scary a person, but okay, but never mind. But Twitter is there. So one of the things he said when going off at me is like, well, if you don't like Twitter, why you're on it? And he's right. It was an act of insanity. I really regret it. I make no bones about that at all. Anyway, we don't hate you. I don't hate Chris Chibnall either. I think he's doing an objectively terrible job. I think Piers Wenger is doing an objectively terrible job. This is not hate. This is somebody saying, oh my God, you've screwed up so incredibly massively. And Jodie Whittaker, look, I'm nothing else. I just think she's been horrendous. Just horrendous in the role. This is my opinion. I'm sorry if you're upset. And again, my opinion shouldn't be hateful to you. Anyway, so as I said, my the best case scenario is the BBC going, what have we done? Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Fire everybody and start again. Erase it. That would make me happy, right? And maybe apologise for calling us racist and sexist all the time as well. That would be good. That would make me. But number two after that is season 13 is animated because it delegitimizes it. It just does. It delegitimizes it, and I'm calling it now. When it gets very low ratings, it's probably going to get listen. People don't like this Doctor Who anyway. People like, but when they animated, they're going to get. I reckon it'll probably get maybe over 1 million viewers. If they're lucky. And so the people who are proponents of them, again, if you genuinely like this era, that's great. I just don't really believe you because whenever I start talking with any of you, you always go, "You're a sexist. You don't like it. You can't stand it. That Jodie's a what?" I couldn't care less, mate. I think it's those people who are crazy. I think honestly, I don't think they would like this Doctor Who if Jodie was a man. That's where I am. I would love to meet someone who just loves it for its own sake, but I can't find anyone. Fine. So I'm calling all those people are going to say, well, it's not fair. It was animated. They're going to use that as apologetics, and they're never going to admit that the incredible slide in ratings and popularity is because it's not very good. They're never, ever going to admit it. So I'm calling it in now. But so I think animated is the only way it can go. So then I wake up this morning and my good friend Hugh Fullerton, the shillest of the shills over at Radio Times, who will always take the position propagandizing for the current era. They always take, and it's not honest reporting, it's propagandizing. So he wrote an article saying roughly the same thing that we're going to read together any second. That's so nice. You just got a reply from your boy Zach. I commented on his video saying, when's his sci-fi books coming out? Your boy Zach, freaking awesome channel. So you see, be updated in real life. That totally threw me off. Okay, fine. So Hugh Fullerton, he wrote an article. So one of two things is happening. It's either this is just his speculation, which was basically mine, or maybe he's signposting, signing ahead. Which he seems to be, one of the, as a chief propagandist, I imagine him to be on the inside track of BBC, and maybe he's telling us something, predicting. I tend to think that's probably what what's going down. But let's read what he has to say. I haven't read this article yet. It's probably going to be horribly written, but we're going to read it anyway because that's what we do here. Fine. So the headline is, why Doctor Who should go animate to create new stories. Because you don't have any other choice. And again, you're taking the money, okay? You cash the check. They're not giving the money back. They got to find a way of producing these episodes. As Power of the Daleks remake, it's actually the remake of the remake. As the Power of the Dalek remake gets remastered, and an animated Jodie Whittaker is nominated for an Emmy. Oh, please, what bull crap. Don't wear that as a badge of pride that you're bullcrap, Hollywood-esque inside the nomination. She wasn't nominated on talent. Nothing was nominated on talent. It's nominated because it fits the political agenda. Why do I believe that? Why do I believe that so completely? Because I've watched Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who, and it's frankly awful. It's frankly awful. I think the only way people are praising it is because they are the inverse of what they say I am. They are sexist, that are agenda driven. And I think that's the only. So please, really, the only person you're kidding there is yourself, there, Hugh. But that's what he does. Could a cartoon Doctor Who be a good way to keep the franchise alive? No, a cartoon Doctor Who is probably a good idea for this production office, because then again, they can hide behind it being animated to say, oh, that's why I got low ratings. People really loved it, and they can ignore the cratering ratings that have like fallen off a cliff. They're going to ignore that. They're going to ignore the cratering. Did you see the Comic-Con panel when he had, they just picked real Doctor Who fans, like the average Doctor. They didn't like cherry pick them, and they asked them what do they think of the Timeless Children, and they were like, it's the worst thing ever. Because it was just bad. It just wasn't done well. By Hugh Fullerton. Oh, I love you, Hugh Fullerton. You are a wonderful human being. Well, at least you're wonderful for me. You provide endless content. Doctor Who faces some difficult choices in the month ahead. As the coronavirus pandemic continues, can the series' usual 10-month shoot realistically go ahead? New Zealand's, I think, the only place you can really shoot right now. Can sets be kept safe with using rolling cast settings a monster, or will it have to get drastically simplified? Yeah, that's it. Or could the cast even be expected to isolate from the families for long enough to make the series? Honestly, listen. I've seen Jodie Whittaker, and if I was married to her, I'll be like, darling, go and isolate. You go away and lock yourself away for a year and make Doctor Who. I'll be fine over here. I'll watch the kid, your one kid that you, whatever. I'll do that. You go away, and boy, would that be a great year for me. But again, I'm not really a fan of this era of Doctor Who. Have I been coy about that? No, I don't think I've been coy about that at all. Whether the series ends up delaying its planned shooting, cutting back on episodes, delaying it could be, but again, they've already paid for it. They've taken the money, checked in the bank. Cutting back on episodes or simplifying the stories to remain seen. But if there is a need to hold back or water down the usual Doctor Who content, we have an idea how to keep their wider brand alive in the meantime. No, not in the meantime. Do this instead, okay? This is basically your only option. Introducing the animated adventures of Jodie Whittaker. Yeah, do it, baby. Do it. In other words, we're thinking BBC should create short-form computer or computer-generated stories featuring voice performances from the current past, possibly running alongside already planned live-action stories. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but you would do half-half, maybe? Okay. There's plenty of precedences with Doctor Who after its all lost classic episodes like Power of the Dark. They haven't done all of them. Recently re-released, plug, Sharda and the Fury from the Deep have been brought back to life using animation. Fury from the Deep's not out yet. I'm actually looking forward to that. Brought back to life yet using animation and original audio tracks over the last few years. While fully animated stories like Scream the Shulker were important releases at the time. Scream the Shulker, it wasn't bad, but again, I'm so hoping they go this route, because, do you remember the Infinite Quest? Yeah, me either. It was the animated story with David Tennant, and that was pretty good. That was pretty good. These are going to be awful. You know how they're going to be awful? Because Every other episode's been awful. I don't expect to turn around in quality at all. And listen, my dearest hope is they put that Christmas special, that New Year special, they put it on Christmas Day because I think it's the only content they have. And ITV fields a 30-year-old rerun of a Christmas special, and it decimates Jodie. I get Minder on the Orient Express would decimate Revolution of the Daleks in the ratings. And wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? There's plenty of precedent with blah blah blah. And then there's the long-running Doctor Who comic series published in Doctor Who magazine as separate releases of books. Big Finish telling separate or prequel stories to the main series without undermining. Really, they just enhance them like an animated series could. Really, do you think they're going to do an animated series as well? God, I hope not. God, I hope not. In practical terms, the advantage of animation speaks for itself, unlike live action. Okay, biggest advantage is you can explain away your cratering ratings. That's your biggest advantage. In practical terms, the advantages of animation speak for themselves. Unlike live action TV animation, can be more easily created or worked on from home or isolated, with actors able to record from their houses or socially distant studio, and animators able to work in their own space. Yeah, absolutely. I really think, is there any way forward? And I'm really hoping this article is saying, yeah, we're doing this. And with the stories themselves, with the stories as well about transmission rates, rising budget, props, crowd scenes of makeup, they just create all from imagination. No. Listen, animation costs money. Animation isn't free. And I would have thought they'd have to spend the same amount of money making live action, making animated, because they've already taken the bloody money for it. HBO said, look, we paid you this much for it. This is we expect a budget of production to match this. Now, we know what you're thinking. Would Doctor Who really create an animated series separate from their main drama, telling an entirely different story and airing at the same time? Well, yes, because it sounds unlikely. Because while it sounds unlikely, it's actually been done before. Yeah, I know that, Hugh. I know that. We all know that. Everybody reading this knows it. In fact, there's David Tennant's Doctor was at the helm of the story. He went animated twice. Once for the 2007 cartoon, The Infinite Quest. Yes, please do sound like, again, who remembers that? Nobody. Although we really should do that in our Tennant watch-alongs. I'll suggest that to Noel. Which starred Tennant, Freeman Adjaman, Anthony Head, and Lisa Tarbuck, amongst others. And 2009 Dreamland, that's the one I was thinking of as well, which again starred Tennant and a computer-generated Roswell adventure. While largely present on TV spin-off shows and online outlets like BBC iPlayer, both these assets got airtime on maybe BBC channels, maybe when the show was running as well. Well, sometimes when the main show was running as well, if it could be done then, why not now? Yeah, it absolutely can be done now. After all, the first ever Emmy nomination this week comes from the animated Jodie Whittaker adventure, the VR story, which I think may have got nominated for its technical leap, but who cares? Main image. While fans with an alien where fans help the Doctor with an alien threat. I doubt it. Threats? There are no threats in this Doctor Who. There's boredom. Your biggest threat, dying from boredom, or being killed by the Doctor. That's actually much more likely. While inside the TARDIS, and the continuing popularity of both the official and unofficial animated adaptations of classic episodes. I only know one. I know there was Sharda done by Ian Levine, which got shunted out of the way for the official animated Sharda, and there's Mission to the Unknown, which I think was also Ian Levine. Is there anything else? Unofficial animated classic episodes. There's also appetite for telling Doctor Who stories this way. Okay, well, you see, he's working hard to justify the idea. I think this is coming from Cardiff. I think this is coming from Chibnall. One can only hope. Within the walls of the BBC, apparently it's been suggested as well. Aha! Here we go. With Charles Norton, the man behind the recent animated reconstruction of classic episodes like the Macra Terror, noting there was nothing off the table when a fan asked if animated versions of the current series could be made. That's interesting. I haven't seen this 12th Doctor animation. I've really got to check it out. It looks nice. It looks. I hope it's like this. I hope it's so cartoony. Oh, please be like that. BBC Studios is well aware there's a demand. If you can do this as well as the story and you think you're going to sell it, good luck, mate. Oh my God, good luck. That there is a constant interest in archive series. Maybe, you know what this article could be doing? It could be designed to generate interest in animated series, which then whatever faction within the BBC wants to justify it, they will then turn to this. That's exactly how it works, right? That's exactly how this politics works. They make a disingenuous proof that they need the thing that they want to do, right? So I think that's what's going on, right? There's a demand, and there's a constant interest in the archive series. Yeah, there's not an interest in the current series, is there? And they're constantly looking at doing things to promote and continue to exploit it. Exploit's the right word. Norton said at a screening. As a part of that, there's an awful lot of brainstorming going on, and essentially, pretty much any question you can ask in terms of have they thought of doing this, the answer is probably yes. At some point, they have thought of it. I think this is the way they're going to go. Every story, every possible permutation of what you might do. I missed the word you. What you might do has been discussed, and 9 out of 10 times the answer comes back, we can't really do that. It's not practical. But they're constantly looking for ways of doing other things. Yeah, why is it impractical? They could totally. I mean, again, you might have to put more money into it, but they've already been paid. That's my point. You've already been paid. Fine. Look, obviously, nothing could replace primetime live-action Doctor Who in our hearts. That's why I want you to go animated. And I want you to put this animation prime time. Put it on Sundays at 7. Yeah, and let's see how it goes down. Oh, let's see how it goes down. Like the ratings. Look, obviously, I can make Doctor Who in our hearts. But as the world of TV production changes, it's good to know that we're getting easier to produce safer adventures. Oh God, they're so worried about their safety. It's a job. You're being paid for it. Pull yourself together. Safer adventures as well, even if they're in a different format. In short, more Doctor Who is always a good thing. Not for the current production team. The more Doctor Who they make, the more Doctor Who they show, the more disastrous it is. That's not an opinion. That's like just following the metrics. The more embarrassing it is, the more disastrous it is. Do you not recall that the fall in ratings increased as the series went along, when people went, this is crap, we are not interested? And I just think Chibnall thought it was going to go down a tree. So yeah, not really the best thing for them. We might just need to get a little more creative with where we get it from. There you go. Doctor Who Revolution of Daleks comes to BBC in late 2020, early 21. Check out what else is on that. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need to check out anything. So there you go. I'm a bit of a Nostradamus again. Did the good Lord smile on me and bestow the gifts of prophecy, or am I just a clever puppy? Oh, yeah, or none of the above. None of the above. Who knows or dares to dream? My name is Sheila Beckin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.